I'm a family physician by trade. I have degrees in biology and psychology for my undergrad degrees, and in 2 weeks I will also have an MBA. There's a specific military training program called the Uniformed Services University of the Health Sciences. So you get your undergraduate degree beforehand, and then you come in for medical school. So you are active duty during your medical school years, wear the suit, jump up and down. It's a lot of exciting stuff. I got to fly F-16s during that time, run around with the Marines and play military or medical students against the Marines at Resort Marine Base Quantico down in Southern Virginia. So a lot of exciting opportunities there for operational medicine and playing fun and games during medical school. And then when you graduate from medical school, you go on to a traditional residency, which for me was family practice. Let's see, I joined in '98 to go to school. And then I took an extra year during medical school because at USHUS they allow you to take additional elective periods. So I spent 2 months in South America doing doing surgical rotation, literally off-roading through the Amazon, bringing surgery to people who had never seen a doctor before as part of my training. I also spent a month in Southeast Asia evaluating different alternative medical systems to the United States. And wrote a paper about that as an elective. So I went through medical school in 5 years instead of the traditional 4, but my 5th year was predominantly fun. Graduated medical school 2003, graduated residency in 2006. And what that ultimately means is it means that I will retire with 25 years of active duty service, making my lieutenant colonel pay as a retiree, and I can legitimately retire, like retire without working anymore at age 49. I love it. I absolutely love it. Every day is different. Every day is unique. There's a lot of adapt and overcome mentality, but I thrive on that. I want to grow my entire career. I want to have an opportunity to learn new things, provide medicine in different environments. I like being able to spend some of my days learning, some of my days teaching, some of my days providing patient care, and some of my days trying to do process improvement in administrative ways to make us a better system. And that's exactly what I get to do. I love my job more than anybody I have ever met in my entire life. I wake up excited to come to work, and I'm sad at the end of the day that I didn't have more opportunity to do more great things, and I can't wait to reattack the next day. Absolutely, absolutely. I had no idea the stressors of high-performance aircraft. I had no idea simple things like staying hydrated, making sure you have a good night's sleep, making sure that you're mentally balanced and resilient. These are big pillars of Air Force medicine, but things that we take for granted, and not every provider physician that I know of necessarily does those things in their own lives. But if you're dehydrated and you go up in a high-performance aircraft, you're going to pass out. So you have to take care of yourself. And so understanding the rigors of just the physical flying of the aircraft was really great to learn. And learning early on in my career, that was my first year of medical school, the summer after my first year of medical school. Well, I don't just spend my time in 2 different locations. So I spend virtually no time in my office, and usually when I do, it's after hours. I spend, I would say, probably about 10 hours a week right now in direct patient care. I spend, I would say, an additional 10 hours per week in indirect patient care, resolving problems, assisting patients in getting to the correct services. And I spend, I would say, about 15 to 20 hours a week in my stated job, which is administration, teaching, reviewing practices, making sure that we're practicing appropriate medical care, and meetings. Yes, all good ways too. So first of all, starting from the very beginning, I get 30 days paid vacation, plus all my federal holidays, plus family days, where the military actually wants you to spend time with your family to increase your own personal resiliency. Military is the only organization that I know of that truly practices what it preaches when it comes to wanting doctors to be healthy and mentally alert and healthy as well. And they give us the time to try and be able to accomplish that. On top of that, as a civilian doctor, you always have to answer to someone. Big Brother is always watching you. You think that sounds like a military type environment, but it's exactly the opposite. In the civilian sector, if I want to order a patient an MRI, first thing I got to do is make sure that the patient has insurance. The next thing I got to do is justify why that MRI is needed and what I'm going to use it for. And then I have to spend a lot of my physician time trying to get that study that I know is important for my patient. I have to try and justify it to other people who are counting beans and dollars and things. In the military system, it isn't that way at all. I say, this patient needs an MRI, and the military says, you're a subject matter expert, we will get that for you. And that's it. I get to be a doctor. I get to treat my patients with my medical license without pharmaceutical companies and insurance companies telling me what my practice is. And if I was going to say one thing that I care about being a military doctor more than anything else, it's that. It's being able to practice medicine without anybody telling me what is right for my patient. I'm trusted as a subject matter expert, and if I say something is necessary, my patient gets it.